If everyone could please be seated. Members of the platform party, faculty, graduates, families, and friends. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our 2023 Peabody Doctoral Degree Ceremony. Today is the day we have all been waiting for, and each of you has come through many challenges to arrive at this moment. Today, we rejoice in all that you have accomplished. In a moment, I will introduce the members of our platform party. But first, I want to recognize Thomas J. Brinkerhoff, who carried the banner that let us in. Please stand to be recognized. The Peabody Banner Bearer is an honor bestowed on a graduating student in recognition of academic distinction and contributions to the Peabody community. The recipient is judged by the faculty to have excelled in all aspects of the program of study and is considered an outstanding example of a Peabody professional student. Thomas Brinkerhoff of Metuchen, New Jersey, is graduating from the Doctor of Education program in Leadership and Learning in Organizations. Thomas is currently an upper school history teacher and grade level coordinator at the Raney School in Trenton, New Jersey. Thomas has been an exemplary student throughout his doctoral program and has served on the board of the Peabody Honor Council. Thomas earned his bachelor's degree from Lafayette College and master's degree from the University of Pennsylvania. His doctoral capstone project considers the effectiveness of a curricular pedagogical pilot program designed to increase student engagement and learning in an urban charter school. Thank you, Thomas. And now to the members of the platform party. To my far left is Andrew Finch, Professor of Human and Organizational Development. Professor Finch will announce the graduates. Next to Andrew is Catherine Gavin Loss, Associate Professor of Leadership, Policy, and Organizations, and Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Professional Education. To Amanda's right is Georgine Troseth. To my left is Georgine Troseth, Professor of Psychology and Human Development and one of our new emeriti professors. And to my immediate right, now I got it right, is Joel Pizzuti, a member of the Peabody class of 1994, whom we will honor shortly. To Joel's right is Amanda Goodwin, Professor of Teaching and Learning. Amanda is the 2022-23 Chair of the Peabody Faculty Council. Finally, on my far right is Sharon Shields, Senior Associate Dean for Community and Special Projects. Now, commencement is an appropriate time for Vanderbilt to honor retiring faculty of great distinction. Earlier today, Vanderbilt recognized faculty who have earned emeriti status, including 3 from Peabody College, Lynn and Doug Fuchs, and Georgine Troseth. I want to speak a moment about Professor Troseth, since she is with us today. Georgine Troseth joined Peabody College in 2000. In the years since, she has become a leading scholar of young children's symbolic development, including their understanding of digital media. Her recent research has focused on supporting parents' use of dialogic questioning, where parents discuss and ask questions of children while reading. And this is done to promote children's learning and literacy. For example, she and her colleagues designed an e-book with an avatar that models this technique to facilitate discussions between parents and children. Collectively, her studies have shown that toddlers learn best through interaction with an adult, whether playing a board game, reading a book, or sharing screen time together, not alone. Her findings have been featured in widely read news outlets, including The Atlantic, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Salon, NPR, and many others. Professor Troseth has taught both graduates and undergraduates, often including them in her early development research, and she has offered dedicated service to her field, her department, and the university. Professor Troseth's distinguished career reflects her commitment to improving the learning of very young children and their engagement with caregivers, to advancing innovative research, and to educating parents and the public. Please join me in congratulating Georgine Troseth on her new status as Professor of Psychology and Human Development, Emerita. This year, I am excited to say we are inaugurating a new honor for our Peabody professional students, the Peabody Medal. The Peabody Medal is the highest honor Peabody College can bestow on a graduating student. It is awarded to the graduate who best personifies academic distinction, professional accomplishment, and contributions to Peabody College, Vanderbilt University, and the larger community. Peabody College awards 3 medals annually at commencement, one to a Bachelor of Science student, the Founders Medal, one to a Master of Education student, and one to a Doctor of Education student. This year's Doctor of Education Peabody Medal recipient is Carmela Y. Sparrow of Carmel, Indiana. Carmela, will you please come to the stage? Carmela Sparrow is graduating from the Doctor of Education program in Educational Leadership and Policy. She has worked in education for over a decade and has served as a math teacher and a department lead. In these roles, Carmela was instrumental in coaching fellow teachers and in developing her school's broader vision for equitable math education. In addition to her excellence in the classroom, Carmela has contributed to the Peabody community through leadership of her department's Student Advisory Committee on Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. She is a community activist and brings commitment and deep intellect to her advocacy work. Carmela earned her bachelor's degree from Emory University and master's degree from the University of Miami. Her doctoral capstone project examines the recruitment and retention of teachers of color in Tennessee charter schools. Carmela, I am pleased to confer on you the Peabody Medal. And now to our graduates. You are the reason we are here today. Only you know the total cost of the years leading to this moment. Yeah, okay, you know. Many of you pursued your degree while maintaining a career, raising children, and caring for others. You persevered, and you made it. Woo. Along the way, you have learned the theories of your discipline, and you have applied them to capstone projects. Many of you have already created meaningful experiences for others. All of you have the potential to change lives and make ours a better world. Your families, friends, and colleagues have shared your dream and accompanied you on this journey. We honor their hard work and sacrifice too. Please join me in expressing our appreciation of them. At this ceremony, we are honoring graduates who have earned the Doctor of Education degree. Your degree symbolizes the command you have achieved over a body of knowledge. And because it is a degree earned at Peabody, it also indicates your commitment to put your knowledge to work in the service of others. As a college, Peabody has long sought to foster human flourishing for people from all walks of life and all sectors of society. We concern ourselves especially with children, families, organizations, and communities. We prepare scholars and professionals who will add to our store of knowledge, strengthen public and private life, and lead or reform our institutions. We are committed to educating future generations and to fostering the kinds of positive organizational change that will make institutions, especially educational institutions, more effective. As a college, we strive to be more equitable and inclusive within our own community, even as we work to prepare our graduates for a diverse and pluralistic society. Today, you join almost 35,000 living Peabody alumni who are part of this amazing tradition. Commencement also is a fitting time to recognize alumni who embody the values and practices we hope our graduates will emulate. The Distinguished Alumna or Alumnus Award recognizes significant career and community achievements, as well as a reputation of excellent character and respected and ethical work record. This year's recipient is Joel Pizzuti. Joel is President and Chief Executive Officer of the Peabody Companies in Columbus, Ohio. Headquartered in Columbus, with offices in Chicago and in Nashville, Joel has developed more than 60 million square feet of projects, including the Joseph, a luxury hotel here in Nashville. Under his leadership, the Peabody Companies is one of the country's top real estate development, marketing, and management firms. Giving back to the community is an integral part of Joel's life. He serves as an executive committee member of the Center for Real Estate at The Ohio State University, leads an annual campaign for the United Way, and generously supports the Columbus Public Library System. He served for nearly a decade as the president of the Short North Arts District Alliance, showing his commitment to the Columbus neighborhood and to the arts. Joel is also a member of the Columbus Partnership and serves on the boards of both Experience Columbus and the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. His community involvement has extended to Nashville, where he is an avid supporter of the Nashville Symphony. When he is not at work or with his wife Jessie and his 4 daughters, Joel can often be found on the pickleball court. Joel, it gives me great pleasure to confer on you the 2023 Peabody College Distinguished Alumnus Award.
Thank you, Dean Benbow. It is truly an honor to be considered a distinguished alumnus of Peabody College. To be honest, I can hardly believe I'm standing up here delivering a commencement address to all of you, but I'm fairly certain I have a few classmates who would be even more surprised than I am. It was 29 years ago tomorrow that I was sitting where you are now. I remember a few things about that day. It was incredibly hot, and I was sweating as I rushed to make the ceremony on time. But mostly I remember praying that the commencement speaker would be at least mildly entertaining and, most important, brief. I'll do my best to accomplish both, but I can promise you this. With my wife, 2 sisters, both Vanderbilt grads as well, and my parents all sitting in the front row, if I get a little too verbose, they will not be shy about sending me the signal. It's time to wrap it up. While preparing my speech, I was asked to consider why I chose to attend Vanderbilt University. I wish that I had an impressive list of reasons that reflected a mature thought process and careful consideration. In short, it came down to the idea that I wanted to attend a great school in a part of the country I know very little about, and the influence of my older sister. Like many students at the time, I made official visits to the schools I was considering, including Vanderbilt. Much like the others, Vanderbilt talked about its strong academic programs, showed off its beautiful, cohesive campus architecture, but Vanderbilt had a secret weapon, my older sister Dara, who was a junior here at the time. This meant that my admissions weekend was spent with her sorority sisters and their friends, which provided a significantly more interesting perspective than your average college visit. After that weekend, there was no doubt where I wanted to attend school. Fortunately, a year later, Vanderbilt agreed with me, and I was off to Nashville. Even though my final decision-making process was suspect, I have to say, next to marrying my wife, Jessie, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. When I started at Peabody in the early 90s, human development was an underappreciated field of study, particularly for anyone planning to enter the business world. Banking, finance, economics, these were the disciplines considered most important for a business career. But my father routinely reminded me that many of the greatest challenges I would face in my career would deal with the managing and working with people. I took numerous finance courses, including the very stimulating money and banking class, and quickly realized that business fundamentals had to be balanced with the understanding of people and their motivations. Learning how to communicate effectively has served me well, and the curriculum at Peabody provided keen insight into social and organizational behaviors. My time here provided me with a deeper understanding of myself, my peers, and the world around me. It reinforced the idea that success is about more than just policy adoption or monetary gain. It must include elements which make communities and organizations healthier and stronger. I remember being introduced to Maslow's hierarchy of needs by Bob Innes. I did not appreciate it at the time, but today as a CEO, I know that one of the most important things I can do is to provide an environment in which our associates feel comfortable and have their basic needs met. For me, this means I must create a work atmosphere which frees our associates from the distractions that interfere with their ability to feel connected to our company and our common goals. They need to know that they are supported in their efforts and empowered to make good decisions. Now, this does not always mean giving them exactly what they want, but it does mean giving them what they need to flourish. It's not just about profitability, it's about taking good care of your people and your community. I also learned the importance of being well-rounded. You never know where or from whom you will learn something. I remember one of my art professors, Professor Popovich, wagging her finger and telling all of us, there are no new ideas, just recycled good ones. I laugh remembering this because as a real estate developer, I like to think everything we do is unique and special. But in truth, we take inspiration from great projects all over the world. We are motivated by great ideas, great concepts, and great design. Speaking of great design, I cannot resist the opportunity to make a shameless plug for our downtown Nashville hotel, the Joseph. It's a beautiful property, and if you need a room, please see me after the ceremony. Now, for all of you parents and guardians out there, this next part is for you. Traditionally, a commencement address offers advice to the graduates. In this case, much of the advice I'm choosing to share with you today comes from my own mother and father. I hope the graduates all find it helpful, but if not, at least the parents in attendance will know there's a pretty good chance your children listen to you much more than you realize. My parents have shared many words of wisdom with me and my sisters over the years. Now, some of my mother's expressions are not relevant to this afternoon's festivities. For instance, she started every car trip by exclaiming, "We're off like a herd of turtles." Decades later, I still have no idea what that means. And many of my father's sayings involve some colorful language, which might not be appropriate for this esteemed audience. But there are a few pieces of advice which stand out to me. Number one, Ann Pizzuti always says, trust the process. When things are not going exactly as planned, or one of us became overly anxious about a situation, my mother would remind us we cannot control everything or everyone. We need to think things through, worry about what we can do, and the rest will take care of itself. Number two, my mother routinely implored us to remember that 90% of people's behavior is about themselves, and only 10% is about us. In other words, do not read too much into people's reactions, and don't assign too much value to emotional responses. Of course, it's entirely possible she was trying to tell her only son the world did not revolve around him. Nonetheless, empathy is an overused and, in my opinion, underutilized word. We rarely understand what's happening in a person's life, and we owe them a bit of grace and space when relating to them. Number three, throughout my life and career, I've often wrestled with difficult decisions. I can lose sleep sometimes fretting over a work crisis, or as the father of 4 daughters, any number of issues at home. And when I think about the advice my father would give me, I hear him saying, have you done your research? Have you asked all the questions? Have you considered the potential outcomes? If so, trust your gut. You know more than you think you do. Of course, like any good Italian father, he would follow that up with, but remember, son, you don't know everything. My father has always told me if something's worth doing, it's worth doing the right way. For me, this applies to anything one does in life. In business, it forces me to think about every development as if we will own it forever. It's our responsibility to design and build projects which fit into existing communities, move them forward, and make them better than before we arrived. This might take longer or cost slightly more, but in the end, it's absolutely worth it. And finally, this one comes from me. As a father of 4 daughters, the advice I would give them is the same I will share with you. Be thankful for everything you have, and know that it takes the love and support of others to accomplish anything worthwhile. With that in mind, make certain that you give back to your community. Whether it's your time, your intellect, or your financial resources, invest in the people and environment around you. And remember, a strong community foundation is the best way to make sure everyone has an opportunity to succeed. Okay, I know I said that was the last piece of advice, but there is one more from my father I feel like I have to share, and this one does include some colorful language. I was hesitant to offer it, but at dinner last night, Dean Benbow convinced me with an enthusiastic green light I needed to do it. If you find yourself in a situation, whether it be in your personal life or your career, when you are forced to deal with a person who is causing far too many problems and you know it's time to move on, but you're worried about whether or not you can get along without him, remember the immortal words of Ron Pizzuti. It's better to have a hole than an asshole. Thank you, Dad. So there it is. Trust the process. Remember, it's not always about you. Trust your gut. Do things the right way. Do everything you can to improve your community. And of course, remember the wise words of my dad. To those of you graduating today, I urge you to stay curious, stay passionate, and stay committed to your life's work. Whether you choose to pursue a career in business like me, or a career in research, counseling, education, or public policy, know that you have the power to make a difference in someone's life and have a lasting impact on your community. And while many of you believe that today is the end of the influence Vanderbilt will have on your life, my hope is that 29 years from now, you'll realize that today was just the beginning. On behalf of the nearly 35,000 Peabody alums, I welcome you to the club, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
That was wonderful. I have to say, it leaves me thinking, what other advice did his dad give him? And maybe it was even more colorful. Anyway, thank you for those fine and kind words. But now, we are at this part of the ceremony for which we've been eagerly assembled. The individuals we recognize have fulfilled the requirements established by Peabody College and on the recommendation of the faculty have been conferred of that academic degree. Before we begin, I want to say a few more words about the hooding of our doctoral graduates. The investiture or hooding ceremony began in medieval times. The length of the hood has traditionally indicated the level of academic achievement. Graduates being honored would come before the head of the university, bow their heads, and the faculty would put the hood over the graduate's head. In this manner, graduates showed respect to their fellow students and faculty, without whom it would be impossible to have attained their level of learning. The doctoral hood is an important part of academic degrees, dress, and regalia. The velvet edge of the hood represents the degree or discipline, light blue for education. The satin field and the chevron that line the doctoral hood represent your university school colors, black and gold for Vanderbilt. Today, we continue the tradition of hooding our doctoral degree recipients. Graduates will be assisted with their hoods by Professors Will Doyle and Marissa Cañada for the degree in Educational Leadership and Policy, or by Professor Michael Neal and Eve Rifkin for the degree in Leadership and Learning in Organizations. With the placement of these hoods, your deans, department chairs, program directors, and faculty confirm that you have completed the academic learning for your doctoral degrees. And aren't you relieved? Professor Finch will read the names of the degree recipients.
Will the recipients of the Doctor of Education degree please approach the platform? The following persons have earned the Doctor of Education degree: Carmela Yolanda Sparrow, Thomas John Brinkerhoff, Megan Banerjee, Susan Taylor Biondi, John Hamilton Baumgarten, Sarah Ladd Evans, Jenna Hagengruber, Matthew Lucas Mendoza, Robert Lee Moore III, Ahmed Mehdi Najam, Catherine Nelligan, Corey Maria Winkler Newnham, Ariel Kramer O'Brien. Lauren Sinclair Rogers. Lisselle Bull Smart. Ashley Corinne Waldorf. Tanya Michelle Williams Leathers. Molly Frazier Wilson. Chantel Lachey Woods. Jamie Diane Zink. Mohammed Abdallah. Robert Ampanza. Haley Ferris Benedict. Roselle Theodore Blanks Sr. E. Jong Brenneman. Cameron Brown. Sebastian Contreras Jr. Maura Donahue Shetty. Kimberly Joy Erickson. Jason William Fatz. Amanda Lucier Gauthier. Yasmin Gay. Sharon Marie Gloyer. Amanda Harding. George Christopher Hart. Tofik H. Jiwani. Keenan Kelly. Ray Tanisha King. Valerie Law. Cynthia Hargrove Leitner. Matthew John Link Sr. Rita Marie Lopez. Valadia Joan Martinez. Tamilet Marika Madison. Travis Meister. Zaleika Nasir Mogul. Emily K. Myers. Amanda Glassy Pewitt. Craig Colin Fimister. Tiffany Therese Sanchez Van Valkenburg. Heather Seminelli. Joseph David Smales. Kevin Michael Stamps. Kent Owen Tyler. Elisa Anais Vargas. Lashana Danielle Waller. Shamika Wells. Anne Robley. Daniel Brad Altieri. Rebecca Lynn Kaufman. Benjamin Lane Cotton. Christopher Christ. Stephen Cameron Doak. Cameron Scott Gandy. Sharon Gleason. Lawrence Green. Cassandra Hamilton. Emma Woodworth Hannah. Daphne Elaine Clare. Amina Faluke Abeo Knight. Sammy Lee. Katrina Renee Lemons. Peter Dawn Leo. Sierra Amanda Lewis. Jessica Lucas. Lori Mathis. Tara Michelle McManus. Alonzo Maurice Milo. Dorothy Jo Miranda. Katie Ann Amanish. Christina Perry. Laura Veronica Pritula. Jody Kofer Randall. Nicolette Roque. Alex Sardar. Tamkeen Manicia Schroff. Amy Lynn Smith. Danielle Marie Suskin. Christine Dung Tuyan Tran. Tracy Wells. Jennifer Nicole Whitlow. Ashley Marie Williams. Nicholas Mackenzie Williams. Samia Wright. Amrita Bomick. Jennifer Snowden Cogbill. Catherine Irene Damaris. Sarah Elizabeth Drury Dothager. Christopher William Edmiston. Tammy Lynn Emeron. Caitlin Ferguson. Latresa Tamara Frederick. Daniel Layden Garvey. Mandy Elaine Godfrey. Michelle Simone Gomez. Heather Lynn Sherbert Greenfield. Harut Hakopian. Sarah Elizabeth Harless Singer. Yolanda Michelle Henry. Jason Ian Hernandez. Melissa Lauren Claudette Hooks. Beth Baker Janser. Michael Sean Cabaz. Lauren Elizabeth LaVecchia. Mary Lynn. James McAlery. Catherine Gregor Nelson. Karen Lynn Pellicor. Melody Pierre Gillis. Jody Leanne Porter. Sarah Elizabeth Savage. Rachel Ann Skorka. Kimberly Serpico. Valerie Suzanne Swan. Catherine Frances Ulrich. Adam Henry Visconti. Gary Lee Woolley. Gordon Bryant Zellers III. Jessica Edonick. Troy Kozak. Jarrett Proctor. Caitlin Cochran. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Congratulations again. Today, you have joined a select group, the alumni of Vanderbilt University and Peabody College. On behalf of the faculty, I commend you. As you begin the next stage on your journeys, I encourage you to be mindful of the knowledge and skills you have gained during your time here, and to share these generously with others to benefit humankind. For you have much to give. As we close, I ask that the audience remain standing only for the recession of the platform party. We invite you to enjoy a celebration of our graduates at the back of the tent behind us. Our ceremony is now concluded.